Jawad. Greetings. Today I found this you, uh, email from YouTube yesterday. It came to me yesterday about who is fake and a liar because Sam Shamoun had called me fake and a liar on Adam Seeker Urdu channel many months ago. So I received this. Please be careful, and I have to also be careful. And I don't know how to get these clever people. Uh, since a long time ago, it's about my case. Very clever people came in this family, although the family, my father's side, has been clever, but new people came and their mother threatened to do black magic on me. Things got worse. I became extremely restless and disturbed more than ever. I couldn't handle the feeling, and I went to Miss Desai's house, my PE teacher, physical education teacher in Karachi American School. I went to her house and I said, I want to leave Karachi American School. So I left after a year or so, or maybe after, I can't remember how, but I was, a year ago, maybe I was telling my school mates that I'm leaving Karachi American School. And funny things started to happen, like bad feelings and very strange things started to happen. Harassment, threats, and cyberbullying policy. So recently, I wanted to see. Yeah, I got this. I'm getting these. Oh, it's very painful. It's very negative. Swamped in this attack and all this. Hmm? This is about Sam Shaman, not an infidel nodal. But they can also be very so there is someone in my family. My no, they've yeah, one is still there. My father's side. They have some backing here also in Dubai, and they can be very revengeful, very vindictive, but behind. So this is my case from Karachi, and one of them got married to and ran away with a Pakistani, Naeem. So since I was getting attacked against, and I said something, because I get very bad feelings in infidel, noodle, and Aladdin apostates channel videos and all. I don't know. So, I get very negative and say things, but so did Sam Shaman against me. Actually, this video was in reply to what Sam Shaman said to me and how rude he was and harassment and bullying by Sam Shaman on Adam Seeker Urdu's channel. He called me fake. He called me a liar. Sam Shaman called me fake and a liar. So now I think if your health, I'm worried about also, uh, Abdullah Samir. So I'm worried because these people, like, I think there's a back, they have a very, and they've gone to like some months old video of mine. And I was checking Infidel Noodle because I get this bad feeling. There was an Irani who had come to London, and I had a Parsi friend, Hindu Parsi friend in the hostel. So the Iranian girl came, and when we went out together, there was a really bad feeling. Somehow my thing changed, like I didn't know what to do, what this was. So I cannot be clever like these people. I don't know what to do, but I'm very angry. So please be careful. Infidel Noodle and Aladdin, apostate Aladdin. Very vindictive, maybe, I suspect. Because recently I went and I asked, inf- excuse me, Infidel Noodle. I commented there. They can be very vindictive and covert workers. So, and they may be connected with the enemy I know. They can leave people, they can do things, psychic attacks, and because this, my father's brothers' wives had come and their mother. In fact, even though their sister attacked me verbally and messed up my birthday, 1983 birthday, cyberbullying against Sam Shaman? I thought it's going to come against Infidel Noodle and Apostate Aladdin. I hope everything is okay with. Oh my God. I hope everything. I'm a bit concerned about friendly Abdullah Samir. Some time ago, yeah, so the bad feelings come up. It's just like you don't know what it is. Someone I've admired and he's such a friendly person and he's a good person, all of a sudden bad feelings come up and I start to react like a psycho. Okay, so this, I suspect that recently I went on someone's video and I said something that, are you this person's son and daughter? No review. Like, I can't even review this. So, very dangerous stuff going on. Maybe they have a backing of someone, these people, these two, covertly done against me. I go straight up to them and say things and then regret it, and then it's this. मुझे तो शक हो रहा है कि ये are they my enemies backed by my enemies? Okay, this live stream might also get flagged for something. Safety for. So there are people working covertly attacking me, and they don't want to see me rise, or you know at least in my own life, it was my birthday. I could wear as many clothes as I like or do anything, and they were complaining, and they stopped the people from singing on my birthday. Ye kya shadi hai? And they're very sharp and very shahnaz and faryal. I the complaint, and I have anyone I suspect, I'm going to put it here. It is not bullying, it is not harassment. We have some dishonest people, and clever and cunning. And I can maybe, feel it. What? And you know how it is, the attack? You can't trust anyone. If someone now wants to help me over the on social media, I can't trust them. Very clever people. So the energy was so bad. Recently, they won't let me help anyone. My mother was so sweet and so good. They won't even allow people to come to their place, or invite them. It was my it was my house. Like, we could in London, behind our backs, my luggage was ransacked. So now I have to do. I need some help. Let's see if I can. I've been told that this negative. What can I do? These people are really clever. That attacking me psychically. Oh my God. So it's can't trust anyone. Can't take help from anyone. I go for help, but then I don't know who to trust, or they're playing on exploiting. Okay, back to this problem uh, of this religion, which is quite shocking for me. And I'm going to be slow with this. As I said, like I said, that I'm slow and everything. So let's see if I can just, for a little while here, take my mind off this. I've just been keep the negative attack keeps coming. I have to sleep over it, wake up again. Sam Shamon was responsible for that video that I replied to his bullying harassment and calling me a fake person and a liar on Adam Seeker's live stream. I genuinely believe that they've made a mistake. I wanted to correct them about the commandment of Moses in that, something in that, and he started to say she's fake and she's this and she's a liar. And that video was in reply to that. Anyways, I think I suspect that there's something going on. These people are not coming straight up, and they're trying to attack my videos now. The past ones, Infidel Noodle and Aladdin Apostate. Please be careful. I get a very bad feeling, like um, from these Iranis. I got Irani and Emirati mix, mother Irani and father Emirati, and then perhaps their grandchildren are on YouTube or their children. So why don't you come straight? So I get a very bad feeling, and I suspected that uh, someone, because I suspect there's a bad feeling from them, because I know the bad feeling which comes from their presence. So in reply to the fake, what Sam Shaman called me, YouTube surprisingly has put, I'm bullying. I'm the bullying, I'm the harasser. And no review of my, I can't even answer back and say, no, it wasn't me. I mean, I was replying. Yes, it was me, but I was replying. And now it's really terrible. These people, rich and strong, they have a strong mother, Irani. She can complain. I just ignored the complaint and I said, I believe in the glory of God so much. But it happened. And I really have to say that you should take protection, be aware of this. And I'm really sorry, Abdullah Samir, something got between us. I didn't mean to attack you or anything. So, but that Aladdin and all this, I get a bad feeling like he's very clever. I'm not sure, but the feeling I get is what I'm saying. Uh, but in front, I mean, he could be a good person. I don't know. No, no. I'm unable to pick up the mug. So a good force with me. I don't know whether bad or what, but he's telling me that he's very clever. Oh, yeah, I just made tea, so my tea mug. What's this? Please, it's very painful. The black magic they do, they destroy people. Uh, it's a very personal matter about my family, even the ones who came to Dubai. Their safety was at risk because, you see, I also didn't want to come to Dubai. My mother couldn't, uh, not only because of this family, but she didn't like this. It was, after saying that, I got such a bad luck for commenting on Infidel Noodle, although her privacy might be at stake. What I said there, if it's true. Uh, so what happened is I started to get bad luck here. And I went back. another attack came like anything on me. So I didn't, my mother used to say, since these two have come in the family, we've had bad luck. Roya and Huma and Roya. So they can be very vindictive. They won't leave you. They won't forgive you, and they have people they can use. Because Roya is working here. Even her sisters, Faryal and all. Now I've had enough. So I said, I thought when I was in Karachi and I didn't know, I've put videos against David Qasim, who has been stabbed to death, and no one complained against those videos. Where is it? This Facebook group of mine? Any betrayal by friend? No, because we wouldn't take action. We would forgive and forget. Where is it? What is it called now? Compassion? No, I forgot what it's called. The group. I report any manipulative. Oh yes, and the manipulative group. Against manipulators. War against manipulators. And what about the war against covert narcissists? War against satanic. Is this mine or someone else's? No, now someone else. Oh, it's a Rock of Victory Ministries in Johannesburg. War against satanic manipulations. Very good, 2022. It's ministries, it's not a rock band. War against satanic manipulations 2022. The drums of war are sounding. Maybe it's a game. What is this? It's ministries? Rock of Victory Ministries. We have some really evil people and very cunning and conniving. Okay, four of you are here. Thank you for being here. I know I really wanted to uh, destroy the evil energy, but not fight with the person through psychic, through my prayers. Because it got too much for me to even breathe. They had made me so, they had tormented me like anything. Started to torment me in year 2000 and got me schizoid. None of my relationships should work. And my videos are, I don't want to lose my breath on this, but I'm fighting here a good fight. That's what I want. But I can't, when the negative energy comes, then, uh, you know, I can't, whoever I suspect, like if I get a bad feeling, then I just go for that channel. So this recently in my dream, I had a lead that Prophet Muhammad and his Allah hatred, a lot of hatred for the polytheists. Although some Christians are good, but your enemies are polytheists, your worst enemies. There's a ayat here. I want to just search. Your worst enemies are. And you know, there was a time I used to think, no, no, no one is your enemy. You are your worst. If you want, you can be your best friend. But this got really terrible with me. So I started to believe in these things that in this ayat, and I started to ponder over it in Karachi. That no, no, we have to be very aware of reality of the people here. There are satanic forces and bad people who don't want your good, and when they see you doing something, they start to, want to rise above you, and it becomes a business. Thank God I don't have to ask for anything here. It's not that some ex-Muslims don't, shouldn't, but it's just that please don't. Once someone starts to give you contribute, how do you know that person is a good person? How can you say only good people please contribute? And you know that bad people will not contribute, but they want to be heard also. So they will pay, and sometimes they will come in. Like I really liked Abdullah Samir, and I was praising him. Now guess who is helping there? And how they praised Abdullah. You know how infidel noodle and but they made a channel of their own and all this. Aladdin apostate. So how they come up? It's like these only covert narcissists know how they come up. I cannot see. Your worst enemies are no are polytheists. So in the same verse, I will show you that if you just remind you and Jews. Oh, it's Surah Maida, Ayat 82. I'm bending and my back feels like I need rest. But how much rest? I keep sleeping over this negative thing. It's too much for me. I used to escape and sleep when I would see anything negative in Karachi, living in Karachi. I just cannot take it. You will surely, let me go ahead. So the thing is that with low comprehension, whatever they may, I won't give up. God's helping me in my dreams now. Before, I thought He was, but He wasn't really. To help me see the truth here. You will surely find the most intense of the people in animosity toward the believers to be the Jews and those who associate others with Allah, meaning polytheists. And you will find the nearest of them in affection to the believers, those who say, we are Christians. That is because among them are priests and monks, and because they are not arrogant. This is a general, it's not a group of Jews. It doesn't say group of Jews or a group of policies at some time. Like, you see, now you have to decide whether you want to read this ayat in context. What if the Quran only people don't? Then they go for, well, the Jews, Sabians, Christians will be all right if they believe in Allah. And the last, yeah, that is, they will, there's like, it's a hodgepodge of, I come here and I read one ayat, then I could, it could just be in my heart, this ayat, my head, that yes, yes, I'll forget the good ones. But what does he mean by this generalizing like this here? What does Allah mean? And polytheist, any good verses? Even the water they gave to the pilgrims, it was like, this is not equal. Polytheists are gone cases. They are hated like anything. You will surely find the most intense of the people in animosity toward the believers. Now, even if the good verses come for the Jews, you would want to stay away from them. The Muslims would want to stay away from them. Yeah, only Allah knows who are the good Jews who believe in Allah in the last day, then leave them alone. But will this ever make you, this kind of a verse, make you go near the Jews and the polytheists? And then against the polytheists, in Surah Tawbah, in another verse, Hajj, Surah Hajj. So he's saying that those you associated, maybe you should make clear what kind of association is it? Is it the kind of association which the Hindus have with their gods? Because then they have their evidence and their proof. And okay, then I start to, I remembered the verse in Surah Najm. Idols are mentioned as Manat and, no, sorry, Uzza, Manat, and what's the third? Alat, Lat, or Lat, right? Have you considered? Have you seen? Seen or considered? Let me see. So, I have to be very precise with this because the Muslims are going to get me on these things. So, no association of Surah Najm. The association that you do with Allah is wrong, is unforgivable. But here, Rasulullah, says that another verse states that Rasulullah always says, uh, it says that Rasulullah is a mercy sent to the whole world, worlds or universes. So I feel it hasn't made clear. And you see, it's implied here in the Quran that Rasulullah is an intercessor and you have to obey Rasulullah. That's not implied. But what is implied is the intercession of Rasulullah and him being a partner with Allah. Because mercy, when we start the ayat, we say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So Allah's name is mercy also. And you mean to say that uh, how is this Rasulullah sent as a mercy? Then we can say that uh, right now, Ram, Sri Ram, Ram is like Rahim, Ram or Rahim. And they were avatars. So it's personified mercy, right? Because this person, this Rasulullah, is a mercy. So mercy is personified in Rasulullah, sent by Allah. And this is not shirk. So the certain things which are implied, they're not clearly put. And the Sunnis get confused, but they think they understand. This is the problem. Shias also, in some cases, I've shown you, where in Surah Azab, Surah Tahrim, then in Surah Abasa, the Sunni Muslims or Muslims, non-Shia Muslims, just for the heck of it, brevity, sorry, what am I saying? The words even, shaitan is coming. Oh, God. I'm just sick and tired of this shaitan. Don't know why love failed. I think what Babaji said, this video I read, saw. Oh my God. Do you see the mistakes I'm making? Like Spellbound. Have you seen the movie Spellbound by Alfred Hitchcock? So I'm going to prove today that no difference between polytheists and what here association with Allah, Prophet Muhammad's association with Allah. Okay, let's just see here what they say. Some of them say, have you considered Allah, Al-Manat, or does it say, have you seen? For many, I think the you see people don't understand idol worshipping. They come up with like saying sati hai, there's sati in it, and there's. So have you considered a lot and al Uzza? Considered? Have you ever thought about? Don't you think they must even consider if you use that word? What is it to see a murti? To see the sign of Allah? So have you seen? And another thing I want to. أفرأيتم أفرأيتم أيتم. So have you seen? I'm just taking it. It's seen. Of course, like when first time when I read this surah and when I concentrated and like, have you seen? Of course, the idols are right in front of them. And God, you can't see God, but you can see the idols. So it would have been better if he had put, have you, even if he had put, have you thought about or have you considered? See? But here it says seen, word by word. I don't know, but I'm taking it as seen. The messenger sent as a mercy. And you see, there was someone um, who said that he didn't like reading books and too many fat books and all this. So you see, for the Hindus, he went to India and he just got this thing enlightened after some time by a guru. So I was thinking these people who, say that we have, you don't have knowledge. What if you say then Islam forgives those, but where's the proof for a person who now, I was looking for, I became schizoid in year 2000, right? So I was looking for proof as a Shia. 100% proof I didn't get. Because where's the mercy of Rasulullah? Like I was a prayer of Allama Rashid Turabi. Allama Rashid Turabi, Rahmatullah, was Radi Allah, was also, she wanted to give a taweez for my mother, but then I don't know what happened. Where are all the blessings? We say Salwat Paro, recite Salwat. My mother said nothing will happen to you when I was in college. 385 times. Tasbih. Every evil thing will go away. My grand aunt who got cancer, stomach cancer, and passed away in 1985 or 86, she used to tell me, La ilaha illallah, one tasbih, 100 times. Shaitan runs away like anything. Messenger sent as a mercy, Quran ayat. And then we are told, no, no, you say you believe, but that you will not be tested. Okay, I used to pray to God that, okay, God, if you want to test me, don't test my, like, just test me. And if you want to punish me, punish me. May I have that thing to take it, you know? But don't let that hurt my loved ones, my family, my immediate family, those who care for me, my mother. So I also want to end human sufferance. Human sufferance, I'm looking for something, I'm trying everything. Whatever fails, fails. But I'm trying my best. And those helping me, I'm much grateful to them, the sincere helpers. So this is, let me, I might not go in, Surah 21, Ayat 107. And we have not sent you but as a mercy to the worlds. We have sent you for no other reason but to be a mercy for mankind. Sorry for the background sound if you can hear it. Al Imran, is it? Surah 3, Ayat 132. And obey Allah and obey, and the Messenger, sorry, this, that you may obtain mercy. But here, and Shakir, and obey Allah and the Messenger, that you may be shown mercy. Any other verse that says, the messengers were sent to give people the glad news, some say of God's mercy. But here the messenger himself has been sent. This is the verse. Corpus Quran, corpus.quran.com. Do you see this? This is the verse. And we have not sent you, O Muhammad, except as a mercy to the worlds. This is mercy personified. Rahmat al Alameen, right? Surah Anbiya. So let's say if Ram, Shri Ram is Rahim or Rahman, you know, and Shri Radha or Shri Krishna is love personified, how to be devoted to God, love. And Shri Krishna is Lord. I once had that Shri Krishna is the highest consciousness. As I got up from my sleep, someone I heard saying highest consciousness. You know what highest consciousness is? So I had to do some. So this and what is highest consciousness? Do you know that consciousness is consciousness? Uh, Apart from the mental state, this term higher consciousness is often used by spiritually minded. We don't have a mind, I think they don't have a mind. People to describe important but hard to reach mental states. Is this a mental state or is this some beyond the mind. See, also some people they think it's a mental state, but I think there's the intelligence of the heart rather than the mind. That's why I think Jiddu Krishnamurti would say, give your whole attention. The coherent heart. Their research reveals the heart to be a command center of formidable intelligence and intuitive knowledge, yes, that is tied into every system. The Chopra Center, thank you. Three steps to accessing heart intelligence. So you don't need all that knowledge, or sometimes love is, Imam Ali says, I think love is half of wisdom. What love and experience teach you in life, no knowledge. I have been so theoretical when I go to school, or when I, or college, or but then I see my father's experience. My father, I mean, had to join the family business, so he left his college. It's more than the theoretical knowledge. So what was I going to search for? I've forgotten now. So this and Sri Ram. What is the meaning of Ram? Not Ram. The Ram, Sri Ram. I'll have to put in Sanskrit. The Ram or Rahim. So if okay, personification. You know what is the meaning of personification? The attribution of a personal nature or human characteristics to something non-human, like mercy, or the. So isn't this implied that this mercy, what is rahmatal alamin, divine mercy? This is divine mercy personified. Rasulullah is divine mercy personified. So it is implied. Aftar. Oh my God. So what a hard work. I hope those of you here would participate and see and are serious about this. And let's be honest, please. Uh, let's help each other. If I make mistakes, kindly correct me. And please be cooperative. I really am doing this to, uh, while being attacked, and even after the aftermath of attack is here. But this is my passion. And please understand when the negativity comes. Oh, I myself don't want, I want to run away, I want to kill myself. But I bear with it. And now, thank God, due to Muji Baba, that you need to just, If in this headache I move, ooh, it's like my hell. It's like beyond hell now. For me, I don't want to excess. So I just have to keep to one side and just be very careful that I don't move. Otherwise, it's like a fish out of water case with me. So please, can you understand this? I want to help and justice. I'm not doing this out of prejudice because I find out I'm Radharani. I do fight with this energy. I do you see that day how I questioned Mahavtar Babaji's thing, a video, some things in it, what he said. Why are human beings uh, working in a low frequency? And now, why now? I mean, why why this Kali Yoga and all this? So I become bold and start to be rude also with Babaji and question him. Divine, it's divinity personified. If you cannot, I mean, who could be Rahmatul Alameen? Rasulullah, we are told in the ayat. It's this mercy and it is divinity. It's under your eyes and you can't see it. And then you say this Radha and this Shri Ram and Krishna and the Murtis, they were just women. But Shias also say this. And then, but Bibi Fatima Zahra, although was a lady, they won't say woman, they say our holy lady Fatima Zahra, right? She was a light, Noor Ilahi. Want to see? Fatima the Gracious, who was, she wasn't just a woman. The book Fatima, the hadiths of Prophet Muhammad about her. By Abu Muhammad Ordoni. Oh, this is the preface. Go straight to Fatima the Gracious, the book. Oh, it's long. Oh, yes, I think it's here. Sorry, I missed it. Somewhere here about Fatima Zahra, Our Lady Fatima, Bibi, Lady Fatima Zahra. Despite I could not decipher the real motives behind. Where does it say that she did not have her? She was light, so she didn't. She was pure. So you can read this. I think here in this book, I had this book. But she did not. have her monthly courses, because she was pure. Fatima is a human huri. Whenever I long for paradise, yeah, this is what we were told. I kiss her. Prophet Muhammad has said this. Do the rumors spread by this book against Fatima correspond with the father's saying, Fatima is a human huri. Whenever I long for paradise, I kiss her. Or my daughter Fatima is a human huri. Fatima is the true splendor. Or with Anas ibn Malik's mother saying, Fatima was like a moon on its full night, or the sun covered with no clouds. Like, you see, her likeness is compared to these, the sun, the full moon. She's a divine being, Uri. Okay, so you have angels, but uh, Ram's wife Sita, you know, all this. Anyways, I'm told that the Asuras will not understand this religion. We do not. One principle of mine, a Hindu, told me that we do not. You can't become a Hindu. Like, we do not force people or no, we do not convert people to Hinduism. I don't know. That's what he told me. So they have these gurus who can give you without knowledge. You don't have to have knowledge. You have to unlearn and you have to become empty. Like when you travel, if you travel light, how light you feel. Maybe you won't have enough sufficient for where you're going, but at least light traveling. The less you need, the better. So this, you see, and what else? What I wanted to show you anything else here? Surah Maida. So it's implied that the Rasulullah is a mercy, meaning divine mercy personified. So why is it implied like this? What was the surah? I have to do this hard work. The messenger of Allah, just a messenger, is a mercy sent to the 21:107. Surah 21:107. Hmm. See, Quran.com doesn't give me directly. This mercy is Allah too. Here it is. to the world. Rahmatan.
رحمة.
Yeah, Rahmatan. And what has Allah done? No, Allah is a mercy too, right? Allah is Rahman, Rahman, Quran ayat. Do I have to go searching like this to tell you that Rasulullah is personified divine mercy? Oh, there is it. You see what a runaround. Oh my God. So implied. Please see this. Do I have to show you? Uh, that's why Allama Tabatabai says, Surah, and there's a verse also in the Quran, Surah Araf, verse 33 or 31, that without permission, because the Shias have worked it out that it cannot be because Allah is associating Himself with His messenger. Obey Allah and obey the messenger, and Rasulullah has been sent down as a mercy. So when the Quran ayats are saying we can't understand this Quran unless we go to an expert. We need an expert, you know, who remembers all like a computer. This Quran, encyclopedia, this Quran, this Quran ayat, this Quran. See, there, here, this. It is not for a lay person like us to understand this. When it says that this is for all people to understand, right? Men of reason, those who contemplate on the ayats, we should understand. It's for all Muslims, believers to understand. But it's confusing for me to read like that. If I read without the Shia, without any context, then I would say, oh my God, you know? No, no, no. I will forget. Some Muslims do. They forget that it is implied. This is implied, intercession is implied, you know? And the fear in them is so much that they only remember this ayat. To associate anyone with Allah is shirk, unforgivable shirk. Anyone, some Muslims have come and told me, say Allah only and you are a Muslim. Why divide? Say Ya Allah. To associate anyone with Allah is an unforgivable sin. Yes, pray. Someone was telling me very Qatar Muslim, very orthodox. That yes, we pray, but in namaz, like after the namaz, not in namaz, after the namaz prayer, like if you, or even like make a dua, we say salawat and a durood sharif in the beginning. That's for Rasulullah. And then we make the prayer and then we close the prayer with another durood sharif, and God would hear our prayers. They go by the book. Where's the Quran ayat? Surah Nisa ayat 48. Wikipedia. It is stated in the Quran, Allah forgives not that partners should be set up with Him, but He forgives anything else to whom He pleases. To set up partners with Allah is to devise a sin most heinous indeed, or some put it unforgivable, the one unforgivable sin in Islam. Shirk, adultery, magic, usury, eat the treasures of orphans, kill the soul that Allah. This is another one. Islam.com. I would believe in this. These are unforgivable. Or are they great sins but forgivable? I think magic is unforgivable. It's like the seven sins, deadly sins. Okay, but this one, the Quran ayat is very direct, not implied. This is what I know. The rest I have to do more research on. Do you see this? Surah Nisa ayat 48. Wikipedia, I read Wikipedia because it's to be short with time. Okay, so this, and there's another ayat which says that Allah has prescribed mercy, mercy for Himself. And He calls Himself, like he uses nafs, the same nafs He uses for the people. And when those come to you who believe in our verses, say, peace be upon you, your Lord has decreed upon Himself mercy. That any of you who does wrong out of ignorance and then repents after that and corrects himself, indeed He is forgiving and merciful. Yani, this nafs, now I'll have to go to Quran.com to show you. Some people who take Quran as directly, it's some things are implied. And in other words, Rasulullah is personified. It's divine mercy. And when those come to you who believe in our verses, say, okay, I've read this. He has what done? The Lord prescribed
كتب
kataba, nafse, upon himself.
نفسه
Nafse. So we used to say each word of the Quran very important, right? He uses human soul, nafs, and himself, nafs. Now where's the distance? It can't be any distance, right? There's no duality in him. So himself, what is this himself? Also to consider. So we could get all confused. I don't know if I take it the way where I want to know every root word and every single accuracy in every single verse. What is this himself? Like if you then go to Shiva, you see what is Shiva, is consciousness, what is himself. We don't know what himself is, and then you're using a word like you use for the people, nafs. It's just a lapse somewhere here. You know, like we may have taken it for granted. Okay, himself, he has, but he doesn't have enough. So, what does he mean by himself here? He has Rabbukam, your Lord, upon himself, the mercy he has prescribed, mercy, rahmata.
الرحمة.
Yeah. So you see, many things we take for granted, and we don't understand this nafs, his nafs, himself. What is he saying when he's saying that upon the Lord, your Lord has prescribed mercy upon himself, and then he has sent the mercy, the messenger. But here, what does he mean by himself? And why does he use for himself nafse, like for the people? Doesn't make sense to me, like these words. I mean, to put it in such a way. This could mean that he has a nafs also. Another problem comes up. Philosophically, logically, if you go deep into this, like we are told to reflect on the Quran ayats and all this. And if you know Arabic, then this nafsihi, what is it? He has prescribed, your Lord, he didn't have mercy. He's not merciful. He had to prescribe mercy for upon himself, his nafs, his nafs. We've got to have this, his nafs, to be merciful. So when there's no distance between him, you see, the beloved and you, when the distance goes away, then you are him. Like I was doing this contemplation in London. I mean, the how great is it to go to worship God? Sorry, not to go to God, to worship God through the beloved Habibullah, Rasulullah, Habibullah. Yeah, so how great is it? People telling me to go directly, someone saying, but the Quran ayat is saying, I didn't remember that Quran ayat to tell them. How can you go to Allah directly? When the Quran ayat says that, although the Quran ayat says He's closer to you than your jugular vein and He knows what the soul whispers, might as well just have this dua, give Allah, please give us your soul, yourself. And then we will be merciful, right? So, but he also, there's a verse that says that the messenger of Allah is closer, the prophet is closer to the believers than their own selves. Huh? How close is he? closer than our own selves, closer than close, you know? So, whatever the believers do, what does that mean? Aren't they going through this medium, Rasulullah, who is closer to them than their own selves? Oh. So, this also, and so confused, so am I. Why is it that the polytheists are uh, destroyed? Surah Tawbah, we are told. In this Quran also, the way it is, najis, impure, bad, this, that. And here it's all implied. Mercy for himself. Decreed. He has kataba, prescribed. When you prescribe something, you're doing something. You, it like you're separate from it. You're prescribing. Let's see the word prescribe. Meaning, state authoritatively or as a rule that an action or procedure should be carried out. Stipulate, similar, lay down, authorize the use of that second definition. So he's prescribed mercy for himself, his nafs. Let's get that nafs. Let's get close to it. Or I hope, let's pray he gives us the nafs, because without it, how can we operate mercifully? Oops, I've got it like this. Sorry, landscape. So, state, second definition of prescribe, state authoritatively or as a rule that an action or procedure should be carried out. He has prescribed mercy for himself. Yani he has authoritatively, and now someone is going to say it is metaphorical. So let's see it from all sides what it is. What does it mean? So they'll say he has decreed mercy, but the word used is kataba, which comes from kitab, which would mean as inscribed mercy on himself, or which would mean command mercy. You see, we don't even know this. Every Muslim should know the Quran and understand the meaning of Arabic words like anything from all sides there. Even if it has 7 dimensions, you reflect, and things open up to you. He has written, kataba, inscribed, the word that is used by some translators in that ayat, for that ayat is right. Pre- it's not prescribed, I think it is inscribed. to mark, shape, graph, symbols, letters. Like, ooh, I think inscribed is a better translated word used for that ayat. Ooh, he's like written. It doesn't come easy. He is carved. Uh, One Hindu carves, you know, an idol mercy of mercy. This is the shape of mercy. But don't give it any shape. Don't give it any shape. Haram, haram, shirk, shirk. God Himself is saying He's inscribed because kitab, it comes from, He wrote, kataba, inscribed. Who is there to explain to us these words and be sincere, unbiased? This is an act, it's an action. He has inscribed mercy on His soul Himself. Where does this ayat come from? Hmm? Inscribed mercy upon Himself. Was He lacking it? Oh, and then we are told, you know what? He's just saying that so that His believers act mercifully. Now, how are you to inscribe that mercy on your life, on your nafs? This nafse amara and nafse mutmaina, and there are stages of the nafs that we have here. We are told, the fiery nafs, nafse amara. I think something is starting the call for prayer, and so I have to pause here. Oh, no, sorry, stop here. You see these stages of nafs? It is the nafs which is sovereign over a human being. It has sovereignty over us. Okay, I think I'll take a break because I don't want this azan to come in my. Okay, thank you very much.